Hi, my name is Colin Mitchell and I'm a Sustainable Agriculture Specialist at the National Center for Appropriate Technology. Today I'm out here at the Keepers of the Garden here in Corpus Christi, Texas. It's along the coastal bend of Texas, and in this video we'll be looking at how to eliminate turfgrass in urban agroforestry systems. Turfgrasses are a common issue in urban agroforestry operations. In urban areas, turfgrass is everywhere for people's lawns, whether it's Bermuda, zoysia, St. Augustine. And it's important to eliminate or at least mitigate the encroachment of these grasses, because these turf grasses can compete with your fruit trees or your timber trees for nutrients and for water. This competition between your turf grasses and your trees can lead to smaller fruit size, lower yields, and also less vigorous growth of new shoots. In an urban agroforestry setting, there are some great options for eliminating turf grasses without the use of herbicides or tillage. Our methods that we're going to discuss today will also build up soil organic matter to help promote a healthy soil to plant trees into, or just to ensure you have a nice fungal environment around your fruit trees. So we're going to show you some methods that rely on materials that are readily available in urban areas. Those materials are cardboard, mulch, and a tarp. And the combination of 2 to 3 of these materials in our methods will lead to a successful elimination of turfgrass in your urban agroforestry system if done correctly. First, no matter what you do, cut the grass as short as you can. So in our first scenario, we're going to be using the 2 materials of cardboard and mulch. The first step in this method after mowing your grass as short as you can mow it is going to be to lay down the cardboard in a nice, even, single layer. You don't want to have any cracks in it, so overlap those edges. And if you're still worried about it, put another piece of cardboard over those edges. This makes sure that turfgrass doesn't grow up through any spaces between 2 pieces of cardboard. The next step after putting down the cardboard is to put your wood chips or your mulch in a nice 6-inch layer over your cardboard. After that, water it all in to help get the cardboard in place, covering the ground tightly, and to ensure that the cardboard starts to break down and there's nice moisture in the mulch. We recommend only using brown cardboard with no tape, no dyes, and no wax. If you're worried about the source of your wood chips and contamination problems from herbicides, or having too much pine needles mixed in there and creating a more acidic soil, talk to the person that you're getting your wood chips from.
All right, so here we have an area that about roughly 6 to 8 weeks ago, we scalped, laid down some cardboard, and put heavy mulch on top. So it's about 6 to 8 inches of mulch on top. So this area we've been, for the past year, trying our best to keep it no-till. So what this looks like after roughly 6 to 8 weeks, you can see as we dig down, we get into the layer where we had the cardboard originally, the cardboard is actually already kind of broken down and dissolved and turned back into soil already. But as you see, it's doing its job. There's no grass here. We've had no maintenance in this area since we've laid this cardboard down. So this is a perfect example of what things will look like a few months into the process.
In our second method to eliminate turfgrass, you're going to also rely on 2 materials, mulch and a tarp. In this scenario, the first thing you'll do after mowing your turfgrass is you're going to lay down that mulch in a nice 6-inch layer, and then you'll put a tarp over it, weighing it down so it doesn't blow away. So what this tarp does is it creates a warm and humid environment for your turfgrass to grow and other weed seeds to germinate as well. And then it'll be met with no sunlight and a heat from the tarp, so it just all dies off. So you're smothering it not only with the mulch, but also with the tarp, and signaling it to it that it just lives in an environment without sunlight. In a third scenario, you could have a system where you use your cardboard with the 6-inch layer of mulch on top, and then you even tarp on top of it. Oftentimes this is unnecessary, but if you have all those resources available and you want to ensure your turfgrass is eliminated, go for it. If you're implementing this process around existing fruit trees, I would recommend honestly avoiding the tarp if possible and relying on cardboard and mulch. And also, if you're using mulch around the fruit tree, make sure that you leave enough room around the base of the trunk of the tree to not cause disease issues and allow enough air to reach the base of the trunk.